What's up, nerds? I'm Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome back to Chronicle Dark Cloud 2. We are in the Moonflower Palace, technically the last dungeon of the game, hopefully. Technically, yeah, I mean it should be. Which means we should find the monsters that we need to upgrade our weapons further. The thing is, I haven't played this game in a few days. Yeah, we need Fire Drake, Ice Drake, and Thunder Ghost. For him, we need Bundy, which we already have. Moonflower Fent, which, of course, will be in the Moonflower Castle. Toy Rock, which, it's a toy, should be around as well. Mobius Bangle, Crow Priest, and Stymond. Evil Performer, Evil Nail, Skull Chief, one of those things. We at least want to see what it's called, because we don't have anything else to do with it anyways. Status, we have 16 synthesis points here, but I want to keep them until we can upgrade it so that we can upgrade it incredibly well. Here we don't have any points, and here we have 6 points, and we can... Oh! Totally forgot that we can already upgrade that thing. Last Resort, there's no tomorrow for whoever faces this one. That looks amazing, but it also looks like it has a pretty high fire rate. Wait a second. This is the maximum. We are basically done with this. Oh, that's awesome. The thing is, we still have the problem with losing health every time we use it. So... like I said, it looks like it's a minigun. It looks like it has a high attack speed. I mean, you know, I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. We have 6 synthesis points. We're gonna put it into... maybe Exorcism. Because I do think, you know what? No. Scale is our least... Lightning is our second. We maybe want to go for lightning. You know what? 3 lightning, because why not? And then 3 scale, because why not? So this is the maximum. I will probably look up. Yeah, I'm gonna look up later on what the maximum of stats for this weapon is, because they all have a maximum, and I don't wanna just chuck in crystals and then like lose 10 crystals because it doesn't do anything. But alright, this is our first maximum weapon, and I think some will soon follow. So, maximum. Yep. Okay, we need the critical hit coin, because I wanna get rid of... I mean... Oh, whoa, 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 hey, you calm down, okay? It's not that serious. It is pretty strong, it attacks quite fast, but it still takes away our health every time we use it, and that kinda sucks. So I want to find, or I want to get a crit coin. The thing is, was there any way to buy coins? I know Donnie is collecting them. I just don't know if we can get them anywhere unless we find them. Because like I said, a crit coin would counteract the dark coin, whatever it was called. Like crit coin is called precision coin, I think, and whatever the dark coin is that takes away our health in order to deal more damage. Because if we find the crit coin, we could nullify it. And if we can actually buy coins, then I would actually buy 2, so that we can put it into put both into the weapon to give it a crit chance, which would be every single attack, every single shot would have a like 20%, 10% chance to crit, which would be amazing. So the whole 10% more damage for 1 HP is great, with single shot weapons. We had the grenade launcher quite a while ago. With that, it was incredible. Because it's just, you don't... Basically, you don't shoot that often with the grenade launcher, but when you do, it is incredibly strong. Like, we're dealing 310 damage now to this Mimic. With the grenade launcher, we did something around 210, 220, I think. Way back. So, it was amazing. And now, like I said, the only problem... You know what? I'm gonna check that out. The only problem now is that we lose 1 HP with every single shot. And since we shoot like 5 times a second or even more, that sucks. Dark Chronicle medals. No, I don't wanna... coins, not medals. Sorry. They look like medals, kinda. Where do we get them? Relatively rare early on, yada yada. More frequently as Sfida rewards and prizes in fishing and Finny Frenzy. Dark and Destructible coins, we have both of them. Wait. Okay, once chapter 8 has been reached, they will be easily available from Morton's Sundries for a rather high price. The thing is... I don't know if they're talking about all the coins or just 2 specifically. Because we want the Bullseye coin. Has a 15% chance to inflict 1.8 times the damage with any attack. So every single shot would have... Oh wow, every single shot would have a 15% chance to inflict yada yada. The thing is, the Dark Coin, which we already have in our weapon, I thought it would always take away 1 HP because that was it most of the time. But no, it takes away 2% of your maximum health. So basically after 50 shots, you are technically dead. So that absolutely sucks. Oh, awesome. Okay, we might, you know what? There might be a weapon around. There might be a weapon that has the critical hit ability thing. If it does, like Monica Sword, of course, but we still need that, right? What are you, a Transformer? Did that say Transform? Evil Performer. Oh, I think that is one of the things we need, right? Something... It has evil in its name. I don't... We have 2 evil things that we need to destroy. That much I remember. I just don't know for which weapon. Build up, Sword of Zeus. Nope. But we can... Evil Performer, Evil Nail, and Skull Chief. Okay, great. By the way, who do we have with us? Cedric, to increase our synthesis point for the wrench. For premium chicken, that is awesome. Because I was about to go somewhere and buy more anyway. Which chapter are we currently? I do not know. Are we chapter 7? Because it said something about chapter 8. So, though this is seemingly the last dungeon, it could very well be just one part, or it could very well be that there are more than that. I don't know. We will see. Okay, who do we use right now? We're gonna keep using Monica for now, because why not? Though using Max would make quite a lot of sense, because we have Cedric with us, right? Yeah. Gonna use Max for now. Just not gonna shoot that much. Come on, you freaking box! Okay. That's not a whole lot of weapon HP, no, weapon, ABS, the points, the XP points. Not a whole lot that we were getting here. I mean, like I said, we're dealing an awful lot of damage, but we also lost 30 HP with all of that. We can just run around and regenerate that, but... That's actually not great. We need coins. I'm 100% sure we don't have the thing. No, okay. No, we don't have it. And I highly doubt we have anything with the ability, right? Nah. Of course not. Because if we had one, any weapon with the critical hit chance. Wait. I'm gonna take a look if there is any weapon with the critical attack or with the critical hit or whatever. Critical 5-foot nail. 5-foot nail is a spear weapon used by Dark Cloud. I'm pretty sure that is just Dark Cloud 1. Yeah, not Dark Cloud 2. Damn it. So, seemingly, there is not a single weapon that has the critical hit chance but on its own. So, all we can do is hope to find the coin or maybe hopefully buy it somewhere. Which, like I said, I rather doubt that we can. So for now, we're just gonna have to rely on our wrench with max and every now and then shoot if need be. I mean, I get that enemies get increasingly stronger, but like the mimics jumped from, I mean they were always decently strong in terms of like for the dungeon they were in. But it's like we built up our characters so much. And they still basically 3 to 4 shot us. I mean, that makes it a bit like that makes it a challenge, but I feel like the mimics are exponentially stronger than the rest, because I mean most of the other monsters around here, they just have way more health, but they don't do that much damage. I think. Haven't been hit in a while. Couldn't tell ya. And another mimic. They get increasingly stronger, more common as well. And we are poisoned, which doesn't really matter because we have quite a lot of healing items, but still. Why did we go up here and not over there first? I mean, I have the map. I see where to go. Does it really matter? No, it really doesn't. By the way, one thing you don't see, but which gives me quite a lot of joy, is I upgraded my room here. My PC room. Yes, I still didn't want to go to IKEA due to, you know, the thing that's happening around and all. But then I thought, why not? Why not order it online and like just order it online, go to IKEA and what's the word I'm looking for? Rent a van. Because the thing is, I don't know if that's everywhere, but I guess IKEA everywhere has that. But you can rent vans with IKEA if you don't have a car that's big enough, and you just, it's right in front of the IKEA. It's on the parking lot. Basically, there are quite a lot of them. You go in, you're like, hey, I wanna rent one. They tell you like, okay, we have one, or no, they're all taken. Or you just go online and basically reserve one. Like, that's not the word I'm looking for. But you know what I mean. What, we got premium chicken from an enemy. That is amazing. Basically, yeah, you just schedule one. At least that's how it always has been. The thing is, I don't have a driver's license because I absolutely don't need it, or like there are very, very few instances where I would need it. Let's just say it like that. And so I asked my parents, especially my dad, because he's a very good driver. Hey, could you help me? Like, I get the furniture, and you just drive me and help me put it in the truck. And if then when we get home, I get someone else to help me unload, whatever. It's like, yeah, sure. So I go online, I find everything I need, and then it's time to rent the truck. You know what? Let's play one round of Sfida. So there I am on... Good for long shots. You know what? Let's try this one. No, okay. Something like this. I might have fucked it up. Because I think I shot against a pillar, which... Alright. Okay, there I am. So I go to the website and I'm like, yeah, rent a truck. And it's like, nope. I'm like, why? They switched, basically. It's another company that's doing the whole... Was that a good shot? Decent. Another company does the whole renting thing for IKEA now. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to basically shoot it over there. Oops. Oh, I can move the map like this. That's interesting. And the thing is, you cannot... Oh, damn it. The only way... Oh, that actually worked the way I wanted it to. The only way to get one is by app. You can only... You have to basically register with their very own app, which is not an IKEA app. It's the second party app, the ones that are in charge of it, and that alone is like not that big of a deal because it's like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Problem, like I said, it's per app. You cannot just say, I want the IKEA in, please insert town. No, of course you have to use... Okay. We can do this. Please. Please? Awesome. You have to use your location and all. No problem. Then you have to make an account, which I get. And for the account you have to scan in or photograph your... driver's license. And like I said, I don't have a driver's license. So what do I do? Oh, 5 holy stones. Wait, are those the things that you chuck at an enemy? Whatever. But yeah, so I couldn't really use the app. I could have asked my father if he could download the app and he could register for me and he could do pretty much everything for me, and then we're gonna... Nah, I just was like, let's go and like pay a bit more and let it deliver. Let them deliver it to me. And the good thing is I have everything, except for one bathroom, like mirror, closet, whatever. I got everything built. I had friends over yesterday that helped me build a few things. Everything's great. And now my room is so much cooler, in my opinion. Because I have a sofa in here, like from... Like basically over there, you don't see it now, but there is a sofa and from which you can look at my PC. So if I have guests over and we're like either playing something, we could, but then again, what's the word I'm looking for? Monitor is a bit far away, but you can watch stuff. And right now there is a beamer in a projector on its way to my house. Zombie Zone. Interesting level name. Which I will put on a piece of furniture. I forgot how to call that, but on a piece of furniture, and it will basically like right above my monitor and slightly to the left, it should project a picture. So if I wanna Silver gear, no idea. Okay, so if I wanna just duplicate my... That was a lot of damage. If I wanna duplicate my monitor, I can do that. If I... Wow, that was strong. If I... Whoa! If I just wanna watch... They are hurting me. If I wanna watch movies with friends or my girlfriend or whatever, I can do that. I mean, I still have my TV in the living room and stuff, but still... I like it. And that is basically, I really like it a lot. Also, there is a second desk now for my girlfriend or maybe friends who come by to play games and all. There's a second desk right behind me. Everything's freaking cool in my opinion. But there was one thing about all of that that made me extremely mad. Now, when you order the things online, you can... Basically, you get a choice of when you want it delivered. Which is great. They don't go like, okay... I mean, you can specify a date, which is great. And you can kind of specify a time. But of course, you can't say, I want it at like 12:30 stat. You say you have like 4-hour intervals. Intervals? Something like, 4-hour time slots. Crow Priest! That's one of the things we need to kill. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Intervals, right? Yeah, whatever. Time zones of 4 hours. And I'm like, okay. Like, if I want it delivered like around noon or whatever, I would have to ask someone to be at my flat because I will be working until afternoon. But then I saw, okay, the last time slot for each day is between 6 and 10 p.m. I was like, amazing, because usually I'm home at around 4 p.m. It was a weapon destroying trap. Huh, how did I know? Give me a coin. Nope, it's not a coin. So it was like, yeah, awesome. Between 6 and 10. I mean, if they come at around 10, that would suck, but does it really matter? It's between 6 and 10. I would be at home. Awesome. So then Tuesday comes around. So this Tuesday, exploring trap. It's been a poison trap. Of course it has been. And I'm at work. But I'm like, okay, today between 6 and 10 p.m. they will show up. Yeah, at 3 p.m., 3 hours before the minimum and 7 hours before the maximum time, basically, I get a call. Yeah, hello, it's the what's it called? The company that's delivering, the delivery company, whatever. We'd be there in like 20 minutes. I'm like, that sucks because I will be home in like an hour. They're like, yeah, but I mean, you want the delivery? I was like, yes, between 6 and 10. That's why. I mean, why did I get to choose if they don't deliver? And in that hand, is that a key or is that a weapon? Attach it to the moon clock to advance time. Okay, I'm guessing this is one of the keys. Yeah, so he was like, yeah, he doesn't know anything about it. He's just a driver and all. Of course, they never know anything because they get there, they get told, yeah, you drive there, there, and there, and that's it. But still, I wasn't furious, but I was mad. And oh, fire drake, awesome. That's one of the things that I need to destroy. And why didn't I think of those things? I was thinking about like, oh, that will probably be the clock, right? I thought there would be like actual Drake things, but that kind of makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I keep getting distracted by my own story and all. So yeah, it was around 3 p.m. and I work until 3:15. So I was like, I said to my boss, you know what? I'm gonna like take the last 15 minutes off. I want to go get home. I need about half an hour to like 3/4 of an hour to actually get there, but maybe I'll get there in time. He was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Not enough to do anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then I rushed home, basically. I mean, I use public transport, so rushing home means just, you know, waiting stuff. And when I got home, everything was in front of my flat door. I mean, good thing it was in front of my flat door, not in front of the, like, house of the building that I live in. But still, one of the things was a sofa. A sofa in front of my door. And a few other things. And that, like I said, that really made me mad. And then I saw that, of course, there is the receipt on top of one of the boxes, because I had like 6 or 7 boxes there. And then there was I don't know the name of it, but like in many cases you have like a double sheet of paper. You write on the one thing and it like presses through. Like basically you have a copy of whatever you just written on the second sheet of paper. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. And one of those things, like the second sheet of paper, was also there, where they basically needed my signature. And of course I couldn't sign it myself because the guy had already signed it for me. Although one thing I was thankful for, he did not basically try to write my name. He wrote like in what's the name, in instead of, basically, or in my name, whatever. So it was his name, and he noted that it was him who signed it, which I'm glad he did that, because if he forged my signature, basically I would have had to call I don't know who. And then there were some boxes to tick off, which was like delivery, what is delivery son, basically, which true, he ticked off yes. Everything is in order, basically nothing is missing, which was true, everything was there, ticked off. No damage to the wares, which they couldn't know because it is all in boxes, of course. And like with one of the drawers from one of my like dressers, I think you call them. Why is there a monster over there? Okay, one of the drawers, the drawer bottoms from one of my dressers had a little crack in it, which of course you cannot know because it's not visible from the outside. That completely sucked, but I mean, it was just one thing. But yeah, it was also ticked off as yes, everything is in order. And then there was, got delivered to the appointed room. I would have told them to put it in my in the PC room if I were at home, if they were on time, yada yada. But no, it's in front of my flat door. What did he do? Tick yes on sure, it was delivered to the room that we agreed on. And yeah, I mean, an hour later I got the email of, hey, what did you think of our servers? Are you what's the word? Are you happy with your service? Whatever. I did not give them a good review. I gave them like not too negative. Like I didn't give IKEA a negative review. I just, in the additional details slot, I just wrote how the delivery was completely fucked up. Because I mean, there is a point to be made about why would anyone be mad when delivery is faster than expected. But I mean, there is a reason why I wanted that exact time slot. By the way, do we go moon or sun route? I have no idea. Let's go to the moon for now. Unless there is another thing we need for that. Nope, working. So yeah, long story short, I was a bit mad because why the heck do I get the option to choose a time frame when they just completely disregard it? Like if they were a half an hour early, okay. If they're like an hour early, okay. possible depending on what you do, but like I said, that was a time where I would have been at home. But 3 hours early? Like 3 to 7 hours early. Between 3 and 7 hours early. That is just completely like unacceptable, basically. And yes, you could call that first world problems. Like, absolutely you could. But think about it. There were like 6 items, 6 furniture items. Now I'm not talking about like a small bar stool, whatever. No, I'm talking about like a dresser, a sofa, a desk. A second one. There was quite a bit of money basically standing in front of my flat door. Now I'm absolutely not in a like what you say bad neighborhood or whatever. It's pretty decent where I live. So no, it's not that I distrust my neighbors. Absolutely not. But I still don't want to have my stuff standing outside for like an hour or more. That is not something that I'm keen on. And I guess no one else would be. But everything kind of worked out. I had to put everything, get everything in myself. Oh, that could be the toy rock thing? Nope, it's a rock taster. With a big mouth. That is, oh my goodness, that thing does damage. I mean, I do damage to myself as well, but that thing was strong. Would you? Thank you. So yeah, and now everything is built except for, like I said, one bathroom mirror thingamajig. But the thing is, I would have to put that on the wall. And I don't have the necessary tools. I have to ask my father once again, because he used to sell tools, and he is someone who pretty much does everything himself. If he can, if he can, that's correct. Exactly. He is a very handy person, so I rely on him for stuff like that, as long as he has the time. Like, I would never ask him if I knew he was busy, but yeah, you know what I mean. It doesn't really matter. So basically, the thing doesn't need to be built sooner because I cannot put it on the wall myself anyway. Don't have the necessary tools, like I said. Okay, big guy. I know you're big and strong. I want those EXP. Yeah, okay. Great, got the XP. But yeah, everything's looking up. Like, my flat, I would say, is now almost complete. Like, for necessary, or more or less necessary stuff. Because, I mean, things like, I don't know, pictures on the wall or posters or whatever, that is something that I really don't count as... I wouldn't count the flat as not done if there is just, like, stuff like that missing. That is not a huge... What am I... What is it that I just wanted to do? Did I want to heal? No, why would I? Oh, yeah! That's what I wanted. Got 21 points, grade 0. We just need a turn and a move, Flaufant. And I will keep the points for now. Which I already said, but I mean, I had to remind myself about that. But yeah, the only thing that's missing is like maybe one more, I don't know, one more thing for storage space. Doesn't have to be anything big, and it's not important right now. And one more thing would be a TV stand or whatever, because I do have one, and it looks cool and all, but there is almost no storage space around it. And I do have like a few consoles still that I want to set up, like or a few things. I have a PS4 which I bought used quite a while ago, mostly for multimedia, like watching movies, watching Netflix, stuff like that. Stormy. Okay. I got the Switch because I got the Switch. I once bought a Steam Link because they had a sale where it was like not even 50 bucks, I think. It was incredibly cheap. Stuff like that. So I got a few things that I want to set up. And for that I need some space because that was not what I pressed, but okay. Let's just do it like that. And we leveled up our gun. So yeah, like I said, I would say that my flat is pretty much complete for now. And that really makes me happy. I lived in my old flat, like the one before this, for about a year and a half. Oh, I didn't need to heal because there is a healing fountain, doesn't matter. I lived there for a year and a half. And I would have loved to stay there way longer, but there were quite a lot of problems with the heating, with the insulation, stuff like that. Basically, I talked about it before in another video, I think. But basically, it was always cold. It didn't get warm in the bedroom. It only got slightly warm in the living room. But if I wanted to basically cool the living room down, I didn't need to open the window. I just needed to open my the door to the in-between, to the corridor, because there was just such a bad insulation. Also, my bathroom didn't have any sort of like vent. It had a vent. It did have a vent, but it was just one of those passive things. Like that really doesn't help with steam or whatever. And also, there was no heater or radiator in my bathroom. So basically, my bathroom was at the same time too cold or too steamy. There was no in between. It was too cold or too steamy. And so of course I feared mold, because if you cannot let the steam out unless you open the door, which makes everything cool again or cold again because of insulation and stuff, steam will mold will form sooner or later. And that's why I left my previous flat, and it seems to me like I never fully enjoyed my old flat, because I've been here in this flat for like 3 months now. Like, not even 3... Yeah, about 3 months. And I'm almost done... wait, what's the word I'm looking for? If you put furniture in. Furnituring? No, that's... There's... Furnishing? Is furnishing a word? Is that the word I'm looking for? Where you put furniture in? I think furnishing is the right word. I'm just gonna use it as the word I'm looking for. I'm almost done furnishing it. I've even put up pictures, which I didn't do in my old flat. I have some those metal posters on the wall in my living room. It's just I'm basically living in this flat. In the old one I was renting, but I didn't really live in there. I was there most of the time, but it didn't feel like, looking back on it on that time, it didn't really feel like living there. It was just occupying the space. You know what I mean? This flat, it's amazing. I love it. And I had such good luck when finding it, because it is bigger than my old flat, yet it is cheaper. And like, if nothing else, I will admit to one thing. I am a lucky bastard. I am a lucky bastard, and that's not meant to be bragging or whatever. It's just I am aware that I am living a pretty dang good life. And like I said, my problems, like the one with like the one with the delivery, that IKEA delivery took too long, or was too fast. Those are really just first world problems, and my problems are basically non-existent. Like, compare it to people around the world, compare it to what's happening right now in 2020 in general. My problems are, like, the least of my worries. And like I said, it's not supposed to be bragging. The thing is, I rarely talk about my problems with, like, friends. I mean, depending on the problem itself. But, like, I rather listen to other people, what their problems are, because I think that my problems, my personal problems, are in no shape or form huge problems. Know what I mean? Like, currently my biggest problem is I couldn't even tell you what my biggest problem is right now. Like, personal problem. Because the state of the world is a big problem that concerns us all. But, like, personal problems, I literally have none. So that's just... Why am I still talking about that? I'm so sorry. That could... I do believe that sounds so bad. Thunder Ghost. We only need a Thunder Ghost. But yeah. Anyway, the game. Haven't talked about the game in quite a long time. It feel like, look at that. It just dealt 75 damage. It was half my health. I don't know if that is basically if he always does like 50% or if he always does like if the Joker maybe does a 50% damage attack or 50% of your maximum damage every turn, every time he hits, or if that was just completely a complete coincidence that it was like coincidentally half of our health. I don't know, but with stuff like that, this dungeon feels like what do you call it? There's this one word. When the difficulty doesn't feel natural, like I completely forget what it's called. Artificial difficulty, which is a completely stupid word or a completely stupid saying in my opinion, because like the game is artificial. That is artificial things that we're playing. So the difficulty doesn't matter if intended or not. The difficulty is always artificial. But then again, you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like natural progression of difficulty. It feels like there is just a bit much at once just to have a more difficult dungeon. Like if I hadn't over-leveled before, then right now I would be pretty much in a pickle and would have to go back to train quite a lot, I think. But maybe that is also something that you should do the whole time, like basically go through one dungeon and then go through the dungeon again to train or whatever. But it feels a bit artificial. Let's keep it at that. Which I'm not that against, because like I said, the game itself has been a breeze for a while due to us over-leveling. But I don't know, like... I mean, one thing that makes it harder for myself, which it's basically my fault, is our weapon that takes away our health. Then again, I did not know that it would be a machine gun. I had no idea. I couldn't know. And oh my. And I wanted to upgrade it again in hopes that it wouldn't be a machine gun afterwards. But hey, tough luck. We have a machine gun now. So all we can do is hope that we find the one coin that we need. Still, I love the game. Not gonna lie, like, won't pretend that this ruins the game for me at all. No, it's still an amazing game. I still love it. I still want to find out what's Emperor Griffin's background. What was his name? Cyrus, I think? Because I keep saying it, the way it's all set up, The way it's all set up is that once again everything is because of his mother. Maybe he lost her, maybe she was evil, maybe she was evil and she's the reason he is like that, and that's why she wants us to defeat him because she's feeling guilty. I don't think so. I think something corrupted him basically. And now she is just asking us to basically save him. I mean, she asked us to save him, but still, you know what I mean. And the thing is, the way this game works so far, it's always like the parents. Like Monica starts this journey because her father gets killed. Max starts this journey because, I mean, he got handed down this the Atlamillia from his father, and he gladly goes to the outside world to search for his mother. Then Gaspard only became evil because like people shunned him. Yes, he had a tragic past, and then his mother died after his father died. So everything in this game is because of parents so far, like in one way or another. And that's the thing, because Cyrus's mother now asks us to save him, and I just don't know if that would be such a like interesting story if it's now the same thing again, where because his mother died or whatever, he is evil, because that's pretty much the theme of the game so far. So it would be fitting, but in my opinion not good, unless they can like do something amazing with it, which I don't so much stuff to read. We won't place feeder here. Like, it would fit with the theme, but they would have to do it in such an amazing way to actually, in my opinion, justify it. Like, the reason for him, I feel like I keep saying the same things in trying to explain what I mean, but still, I hope you understand what I mean. If the reason for Griffin, like if the reason that he's evil is somehow his mother, in one way or another, be it through her own fault, be it through someone else's fault, whatever, then they would have to write that incredibly well in order for it to be acceptable, in my opinion. That may sound harsh, but it would be kind of a cop-out to, once again, have a character be motivated by their parents and stuff. Although this is basically the gist of this game. And I'm really curious if they are gonna, like, she wants us to basically restore Cyrus's memories. I get that. So that he probably realizes that he is not evil, but that something just happened that made him the way he is right now. But as I said in a previous episode, and now let's get deep with that, does that actually excuse his destruction of the timelines and stuff? Because like I said, even if there is a way to completely restore everything he destroyed, would we really would that really excuse what he did? I'd say no. Unless, like I said, they do some complete turnaround in this game, which I don't put above them. Like, that could be. And that's why I want to keep playing. Like, I want to know. I want to know how this keeps going. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus. I feel like I talked a lot of stupid stuff today. Don't be mad at me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus, but I gotta run. Bye-bye.